They say the most important thing in life is to be happy with what you are. My next guest has finally achieved that. Here's Janet Scott. Hi, Janet. How are you? Nice to meet you. You okay? Sit yourself down. All right, now, first of all, well, so we get straight into the interview, and the thing is that you haven't always been Janet, have you?
No, I used to be Terry.
Terry. All right. And
Telephone Tel.
Telephone Tel, was that your nickname, was it?
Yes.
You worked for the GPO, did you?
Telecom, yes.
Telecom. Mm-hmm. All right, and that was your job. What did you do for them?
I was an underground maintenance engineer.
Yeah.
My job was between the telegraph pole and the telephone exchange, down the hole in upper pole.
All right, and when did you first feel different?
Well, I'm not sure about different, but I had this feeling when I was about 9 or 10 years of age that I was really conscious of. And it wasn't until I was in my teens that it became a very conscious thing. Yeah. And it kind of grew from there.
And how did you cope with it?
Very well.
You see the reaction at the moment. Are you used to that all the time?
Not normally. It's only when people start to find out that, you know, biologically I'm still a man. Yeah. And I present the image of being a woman. It's a bit confusing for some people. It doesn't
upset you, though. I mean, you must be used to...
God, no. No.
You must
It's misunderstanding, really, you know.
All right. And you say that was when you were, like... How old were you when you first felt that things were changing?
As far as I can remember, about 9 years of age. And then I changed over to be living as Janet full-time. Yeah. When I was about 53, 54 years old.
Right.
So it's a long time living in this dual role.
I see. And what I mean, you've got a family. You got married?
I was married, and I got 2 sons. Yeah. They've now grown up, of course, and one of them's got his own family.
So you've got grandchildren?
Yes.
All right. And they all know that you...
Yes, they do.
You live like this all the time now?
Yes, I do. I live like this permanently.
Yeah, and you're happier like that, obviously, so you wouldn't be doing it, would you?
No, you don't do it if you don't like it.
No. There are a lot of people, I mean, you know, in a programme like this, I'm not making any excuses. No. Obviously, I mean, there's things we do every week on the shows because we try and make them different in many ways. And I feel it's an open book. You know, you can't say that you're going to be supposedly a man of the people without inviting everybody in. And we obviously we have letters about many things, little trivial things. I mean, it's important to the people at home, but you know. And do you have a feeling we might have some letters as regards to this? I mean, how would you answer that?
Well, you know, I mean, first of all, I represent the Beaumont Society, which is a self-help group for people that cross-dress. Our telephone number, our national telephone number with all our information is 0582 41 222. And from that, people can get all the information they need if they think that they are perhaps cross-dressers. Yeah. Or they want to talk about it, or get it out the system. It's not something that can be cured because it's not an illness. It's something that's innate in a lot of men, probably 2 million men in this country alone. It's something that spreads all over the world, and men have been doing it for 4,000 years.
Obviously, there's a lot to say. I mean, you've got your grandchildren. They come around and see you as Janet now.
I've got a grandson.
They call you Janet?
Not really. He's only just over 2, so he hasn't got yet to call me Janet, but he comes and sees me, yes. My youngest son came and saw me just after Christmas, and for me it was nice because he hugged and gave me a kiss.
So is it granddaddy calls you, or is it?
Well, not yet. He hasn't got around to calling me anything yet. No, but I hope he'll call me Janet. It's a bit difficult to call me granddad when I'm looking like this.
Well, yeah. I mean, the only time you see, I mean, if kids ever see it, it's usually like a pantomime when somebody dresses up, and and somebody, you know, all kids will be inquisitive and say, well, is that man dressed as a lady? And then the parents would just say yes, and probably explain no more about it.
Well, that's right. I mean,
there's nothing devious about dressing up.
I don't think children have a problem with this. Children only have a problem if grown-ups give them a problem.
Yeah. And you don't think they're going to be corrupted by...
Oh, good heavens, no. It's got nothing to do with
I'm just asking you that.
No, children can't be corrupted by this because it's not corruptible, is it?
No.
Yeah, because they see me, it doesn't mean say they're going to be the same way.
Yeah.
It's either innate in them to start with, or else it isn't.
Okay. Now, we've also got with us tonight a woman who's gone through much the same experience as Janet. And would you please welcome Caroline Munro? Now, there. That's it. There we are. You okay? Sit yourself down.
Right, thank you.
Right, now, Caroline, whereabouts are you from?
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, eh?
Northern
Oh,
Ireland, yes. The Garden of Eden in Northern Ireland.
Okay. And when did you first feel different? When was it for you? What age or what time in your life?
I never felt different.
No, I mean...
You know, I've sort of always been mad, if you like. I've always been this way.
And how did your family react?
Terribly.
Yeah.
Terribly at first. It practically killed my father and, you know, sort of tore the cloth in Jewish fashion. He didn't speak to me for 10 years until about 3 months before he died. My mother has come round to it now and accepted it. She'll see me and she'll socialise with me. And so it's quite a traumatic experience. And you've got to give people...
Well, that's putting it mildly, isn't it? I mean, that's an understatement.
Well, yes, it's not something that you can go into very lightly. It takes a lot of counselling. It takes a lot of thought about what you're going to do, you know. I haven't gone that far, obviously.
Does it upset anybody? Anybody like to ask a question?
Yes, please.
Oh, yes, what's your name, my love?
Debbie.
Debbie, what's your question?
I'd like to know how they feel and deal with the male sex. Obviously, they're going to find them attractive, and obviously some of them might want to carry on a relationship with them. How would they handle that? Would they be honest from the onset?
Yeah, well, you've had the full operation, so that's okay in your books.
Yes, of course it is.
What about you?
Well, to be totally
You're not attracted
honest,
to...
I'm not attracted to men, and men of my age are attracted to younger women. When they get to the age when they're attracted to me, they usually leave their teeth in my neck.
Doesn't make any difference.
So you'd still rather have a relationship with a lady?
Yes, but I don't get involved sexually with anybody because I don't think it's fair on some women to accept me as I am now.
Yeah.
So I've had my marriage. I was married for nearly 30 years. I've learnt to live without that side of my life.
Yeah, does that answer it for you? Or not? No, I mean, what would you any more to it? What else is that?
And what would you do if a man chatted you up in the bar?
I'll pick up my skirts and run.
Pick up the skirts and all right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to ask a question? Yeah, young lad up there.
Can I just ask Caroline, does she get broody?
Caroline, do you ever feel broody?
What do you mean?
She laid 3 eggs out the back.
With children?
Yeah, that's a good question. What's your name, son? Adam. So you should know all about that. You started all this. Right, well, yeah, I mean, do you get broody to have children? I mean, you can't, can you?
I can't, no. By the very act of going through the surgery, I gave up
Yeah.
the opportunity of having children. But I would very much like to give birth to a child, but I can't. But yes, I do get broody.
Yeah, something I want to ask the audience, and you don't. I won't ask you anymore. You can just say yes or no if you want to, or if you choose not to say it, it's up to you. Does anybody find it offensive? Nobody at all? Would anybody worry about the effect on their family? All age groups, or how it was perceived? None at all? Or am I asking the wrong question? Okay, well, I mean, both of you, you're very happy with your lot, and you're very happy with your lot, and we're very happy for you to have come here tonight. We hope that you continue to live your lives how you want to live them, and I hope that everybody accepts that. I mean, my attitude to life is live and let live, whatever your case. And we brought you on the show because I don't think it should be tucked away at 12 o'clock at night because it's not something to hide.
Michael.
Caroline and Janet, thank you very much indeed.